This is
Jenny Lester. Hi, I just remembered my last name.
Perfect. How old were you when you started playing music?
That's a good question. Singing. I was in grade 3 when I was told I didn't make the choir and couldn't sing. I'm sorry, Jenny, you can't sing.
Oh no!
And I stayed in mouthing the words till grade 6.
Oh.
And then I finally asked if I could sing again in choir in grade 6. And I sang for a little audition, and she goes, "Oh, Jenny, your voice isn't that bad." And I started singing.
Oh my gosh!
So grade 6 is when I knew I had a passion for music when I would do things like writing exercises, try and write out lyrics to songs.
Okay.
It was kind of there, wanted to do it. Then my family became a bluegrass band when I was 7.
Oh wow!
And we all learned at once. So within a year, everyone picked up instruments. We got some education and started playing when I was 7. My first thing was how to play in a band.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think it really helped because if I had just done music on my own, I might not have practiced like I needed to, but being in the band gave that real goal, so it really stuck. And it was rewarding as well to do shows, do festivals, go away for festival weekends. So there was a really big incentive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
sucked me in.
Amazing. Who has been the most influential musician in your life?
That's another good question. Probably Tim O'Brien. The band Hot Rise was very, very influential, and so the first songs we learned to sing were all Hot Rise songs. The first learning workshops and going and getting education and stuff was from the Hot Rise band, and so he was, and I still love the material. Like I can put a Red on Blonde album on, or put all these different albums, and they feel like home to me.
Yeah.
So I think I love a lot of different artists, but those guys are kind of home base.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love them too.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Truly.
Tim O'Brien is just one of my favorites.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He also plays not only bluegrass, but he does some Celtic stuff
Yeah,
as
he does
well,
Celtic.
and that's totally.
And then he just kind of did some creative stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
not really genre specific, but yeah. No, I love the whole Irish history. Like just the way he translates in the songs and his influences musically. I think he's influenced a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Pretty much, we would drive like from Smithers, BC to Oregon or something to go see it. They were really good. So other than that, I think on fiddle, Stuart Duncan was
My favorite, yes.
was the one who his solos and everything. He's the first one I tried to learn fiddle solos, like how to play. Before I was following along with the family and learning, like following the mandolin fingers, learning the songs from people as we go. But then you enter that level where you start studying how did this amazing artists do their solo, and then you try and actually do it.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, wow, there's a whole nother world out there.
I know. Totally.
Yeah.
So you play guitar, you're an amazing songwriter, and you also play fiddle. That's initially how we met. And who is your favorite fiddle player? Is it Stuart Duncan as well? Or?
Ivonne Hernandez. I almost say that in jest, because there's a truth to every joke. I have also a very deep appreciation for the fiddle playing of Byron Meyer.
Yes.
From Alberta. I got to record with him years ago when he played on the Friends Like You album, and to me that just having his tone, his beautiful double stops, his moves, those nice juicy lines. And every time I hear him play with any band or whatever, it just sounds just fantastic. So there's so many to be loved. I actually really like it when Sam Bush plays fiddle too.
Yeah, he has some cool ideas because he's a mandolin player, so he changes kind of his ideas onto the fiddle in some ways.
I think so. There's something rhythmic going on in the bowing and things like that. I really like his.
He's got
fiddle
a
play.
really good groove. he's so, I mean, being a mandolin player, but
Yeah.
like,
And
on
then
the fiddle it's cool.
he's really, yeah. So it's been fun. I've probably fallen in love with so many fiddle players over the, like, because there's so many that inspire you. But when you try and sit down and learn their solos and learn from them and stuff, that's when you realize how much is going on in their playing.
Totally.
It's
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. I'm a mountain girl who has come home from the lights of the city, burning out my soul. There ain't no street lights on the canyon wall. The only glow is a moonlight making the shadows fall. I'd like to tell you about the places I have been. Traveled around the world and now I've come back home again. Folded maps, photographs in a box of memories. 'Cause of home they mean more to me. I'm a mountain girl who has come home from the lights of the city, burning out my soul. There ain't no street lights on the canyon wall. The only glow is the moonlight making the shadows fall. It's a long highway among a million rushing cars. All I need to comfort me is the twinkling of the stars. Passing by, no hiding from the rushing and the rain. Throw the latch and let me out of this cage. I'm a mountain girl who has come home from the lights of the city, burning out my soul. There ain't no street lights on the canyon wall. The only glow is the moonlight making the shadows fall. Almost anything can feel romantic for a while, but you lose the lust for it when you're craving a real smile. Crowded streets where fashion meets lost and hungry hearts. The want for more is where a city starts. I'm a mountain girl who has come home from the lights of the city, burning out my soul. There ain't no street lights on the canyon wall. The only glow is the moonlight making the shadows fall. The only glow is the moonlight making the shadows fall.
Where has been the most interesting place you have traveled to with your music?
Oh, I love it. You first.
So many places, oh my god.
I know, that's a hard one.
Yeah, it is a hard one, I know. That's why I'm asking my friends this question.
I think it's Switzerland, playing like in the cheese hut or the nunnery. There was this really cool thing where you kind of went underground to the stone cavern, and they made all kinds of cheeses down there. I don't know. That sticks out in Europe as a. But I also back in my early 20s, toured for the U.S. Department of Defense, and I played military bases in Guam, Korea, Okinawa, Japan, Marshall Islands, and I think one of the coolest things is in the Marshall Islands, being on these tiny little atolls that are the length of a kilometer, like, and not very wide, and crab hunting and swimming and just really privileged, well, in a way to be there because they're not civilian places, so you don't like normally get to go and explore those kind of areas. So that was fun. It was a band out of Colorado. We volunteered for the U.S. Department of Defense. I used to work for the U.S. military.
That's amazing that you got that experience though.
It was
to go there.
It was
so cool.
It was amazing too because we had to we had to run our own sound, and so all our instruments, everything had to be manifested and labeled, and speakers put in boxes and painted with the logo, and because you flew military and you flew commercial, but there's like all this protocol.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, to do when you do. And we went into the demilitarized zone of Korea. That was fun. Yeah. Wow. So that was. I look back on those trips and I think, yeah, I'm glad that happened.
Totally. What an experience.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, thanks for asking that question, bringing up that. There was the year and a half in Taiwan that I was a Canadian playing with Australians pretending to be Americans in a Wild West theme park.
Oh my
That
God.
is an epic time of life. So music has been fun.
I know, you get the most crazy experiences and situations, but it's always such an amazing memory and a great story.
And great stories.
Later on, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Cool.
Yeah, I think places like Arts Wells and stuff like that are pretty cool. Like just up in those locations.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so one last question.
All right.
What's your favorite dessert?
Like to eat?
I mean, I guess.
What other desserts?
I mean, whatever you want.
Oh, recently? Yogurt blueberries.
I love yogurt blueberries. I have it for breakfast though, so it's not a dessert.
I know, I was kind of like eating it 3 times a day, but like it's ending with it at night now. It's like, I'm like yogurt, I never eat dessert, and then it's yogurt and blueberries.
That's great.
Lately. So there you go, my new favorite.
Very healthy of you.
Don't hold me to it.
Yeah.
It's lemon meringue pie next.
Oh, that's my favorite for sure.
Is it?
My mom's lemon meringue pie.
Oh, yeah, well, there, you can't beat that.
Can't be that. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you so much for doing this, Jenny. This has been so fun.
It is fun. Thanks
Always
for
love
doing
playing
this.
with you.
Yes, likewise. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you.
Thank you.